Today, Kevin and I are going to be trying some sweet treats by Molly's Bakehouse. I have the Raspberry Rugelach.
This is the Raspberry Roll, and this is a 7-layer cake.
But let me give you the prices. These were all bought at the Fresh Market. The Rugelach was $12.99.
Mine were, the Raspberry Roll was $9.99, and the 7-layer cake was also $12.99.
$12.99 for the 7-layer cake. Let me tell you something else too, real quick, is they were hidden. They were literally, I think.
They weren't in the bakery.
They weren't in the bakery. They were in the produce.
Yeah. Literally.
Why in the world are people going over to produce? Who are these people that are these unicorns that are going over to the produce that are looking for bakery items?
Did they have all the kosher items maybe together?
Yes, they did, but it still doesn't make sense that they put them in the bakery.
They'd been better off to put all the kosher items in the bakery.
Yeah, you could put the same. These are kosher for Passover. You could put the same stand over in the bakery where the people were actually looking for these kinds of things.
And it was mostly bakery type stuff, crackers. And
it was all this brand. Yeah. So the Fresh Market, our Fresh Market, I think, is doing Molly's a disservice.
Yeah, you may have to walk over there.
We just got lucky.
We always make the same loop.
Yeah, we make a loop, and on our loop, I spotted it. I was like, oh, what's that? Because I saw a box sticking out or something. Most people wouldn't even see that, though. So,
we have tried other things from Molly's, too, though.
Yes, we have. So if you do a search on the channel, Molly's Bakehouse, those things will come up. Because they also have like a Italian cookie. They were in the same box, and we tried those. And they're so beautiful, and they're a nice flavor, those Italian. I think that's what they call them, Italian cookies.
Even though they're cake.
Yeah, exactly. This is kosher for Passover, like I said. It's gluten-free, dairy-free. A taste of home, established in 1979. Raspberry Rugelach. This is a 10-ounce, 238-gram package. And it says there are 10 servings in the container. 1 ounce, 28 grams is 110 calories. And Molly's Bakehouse is in Brooklyn, New York. Okay. So I'm just going to cut, snip. All right. Oh.
Okay, that's in a plastic.
Ah, okay. I wasn't expecting that. Were you?
Well, I figured I thought that just the top had a piece of plastic on it. I wasn't expecting that container. So it's doubly sealed.
Well, how do you get that open?
Good question.
Why don't you take it? You deal with that. I know. Surely we don't have to cut into it, because that would be dangerous.
Split somewhere.
Maybe it's turned upside down. Maybe you take it by the side and pop it.
It goes inside the middle.
Okay.
I decided to squeeze it.
That's what I was.
Squeezing.
That's what I was saying. To do it on the side and then pop it. Yeah. Ooh, they look really good.
They don't smell like much, but
they look like they have like a little dusting of powdered sugar on top, and it kind of looks like a Swiss cake roll, but it's squashed. A squashed Little Debbie Swiss cake roll, or a strawberry shortcake roll. That's what I mean. Except there's no white frosting.
You're building that up in your head way too much.
I said it looks like it.
Yeah, it looks like it. You look at it and you think it's going to be a certain way, and then you eat it and it's like, wow, that's nothing like I was expecting it. It does have a little bit of that fruit flavor. Is it raspberry? It has a little bit of that raspberry, but boy, is it light and kind of plain. They need more raspberry. That's my only complaint about those. It just needed more raspberry. I don't mind the bakery part, the baked part, the bread part. I don't mind that part too much. It's got a little sweetness to it. You can taste the flour and stuff in it. Yeah, if it had more of that raspberry, I think I would have liked it.
Yeah, it's drier. Like this is almost like a roll. Like it's almost like it's almost like a dinner roll.
Yeah.
And
they're just very flat.
It has like the same like finish on it, the same top as like a dinner roll. But it's okay. I mean, I guess if you need a dessert, I just don't.
I mean, if you're eating that kind of, if you're used to that as a tradition of Passover or whatever, then it's good.
I just don't think it has much flavor. I love raspberry, and as a matter of fact, I eat raspberry all the time because I love it on toast. But this, to me, if I was blindfolded, I would have a hard time even telling you it was
I know
raspberry.
it's very, very light
because it's not very strong at all. I personally would not buy those again.
I wouldn't either. Just for us that aren't, don't need kosher and Passover stuff. It's just not something I want to eat.
I think it would be fun if you did the kosher thing and all that. It would be fun to make your own and see if you could make them taste better. See if you could make the flavor stronger.
Like I said, I don't mind the baked part. They just needed to add more raspberry to it.
Yeah,
to
it really
bump
needs.
the flavor out.
That's.
And that doesn't seem like that would be against Passover.
Well, it doesn't even have sweetness.
Yeah.
So there's no sweetness to it.
Maybe it is against that. Maybe there's a certain amount allowed.
Yeah, we
don't know.
I don't know. We don't know. We're just trying to. And for me, it's not sweet enough, and it does not taste like raspberry. Okay, this is the raspberry roll.
It looks like it has a lot
lactose, gluten-free, again, kosher. All these are. This is 7 servings in the container. 2 ounces, 57 grams is 200 calories. So.
Yeah, this looks like it has more raspberry in it, so.
It's very pretty.
Can only hope.
All right. Ooh, I smell the coconut.
Yeah, it looks like a zinger.
It does, yeah.
Big monster zinger. Except the zinger has white cream, I think, in the middle.
Yeah. So, yeah, you really smell, there's a layer of coconut on top, and that's what you smell. So we have our forks here. Yeah, but I'm going to get this big fat part right here. I got a lot of raspberry.
The cake looks good and tender, too.
And the cake is very moist. Now, that it's whatever raspberry they're using, because I got a big dollop of that raspberry.
Yeah, I got a pretty thick area too.
Yes, so I got the texture. I really, I could tell that I got a good bite because the texture was there. I do get the little pieces of coconut, but whatever raspberry they're using just does not. It doesn't have the flavor. It just doesn't. That's where the problem is.
I taste the raspberry for sure, especially in this.
I do too.
But it's more of a tart kind of flavor, and it's not sweet. Mine's the biggest thing is it's not very sweet.
Yeah, it's like there's no sugar.
Yeah.
But I still don't. I think the raspberry is stronger than it was in the Rugelach.
Oh, for sure.
But I still don't think it's strong enough. So
I wouldn't want it stronger.
Same complaint. I don't think it's there's no sweetness.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't want any stronger because there's no sweetness there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so it needs to be sweeter. And I don't know, like you said, maybe sugar isn't allowed. We don't know. I'm sure these things have sugar in them. You know they have sugar in them. Sugar, eggs and sugar. So just add more sugar.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because everything else about it is really nice.
Yeah, the cake's really nice.
The cake is a great texture, and
the coconut pieces.
Yes, yeah. I like everything about it. If they would just put more sugar in that raspberry.
Yeah, even the raspberry has a decent flavor. It's just not sweet.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the 7-layer cake. Something completely different than the raspberry. Okay, and it says kosher for Passover 7-layer cake. It is 2 ounces, 250 calories. Very nice.
In the layers in the middle. Is it chocolate in the middle, or is it? There's chocolate on top for sure, but you can't tell what the center is.
There's no description. It says eggs, sugar, potato starch, glycerin, shortening, cottonseed oil, cocoa powder, cellulose gum, cellulose, tapioca starch, salt, baking powder, baking soda, coconut oil, potassium sorbate, sorbic acid, natural and artificial flavors.
So it must be a chocolate in the middle.
That's all that it is. All right.
Should be interesting. If you don't get all 7 layers over, it's fine.
I did.
You achieved it.
I did.
I'll take this top and take the other top.
No, it just completely
It falls apart.
fell apart.
Again, it's not very sweet.
It's kind of dry.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's definitely dry.
And the dates on all of these
Yeah, they're good.
are good dates.
I like the cream. The cream has a really nice texture and helps add moisture to the cake, but the cake itself is kind of dry. Once again, there's no sweetener. There's no sweetness.
It's like all this is diet versions.
I know. Yeah.
It's like this is like the diabetic version. And that's no offense to diabetics at all. I'm
it's
just
like
saying.
you cut the sugar out.
Yeah, it's like there's not a lot of sweetness to any of these at all. I want when I eat a dessert, I want some sweetness. And
Like you said, there's sugar in these, so it's not like it's
it's
not
not
allowed.
like it's not allowed. Yeah, you can have some sugar. We need more. We need more. This cake in particular is very, very dry.
Yeah.
And this had the same dates as the other ones. And so it's not anything to do with it being out longer or anything like that. This is dry, and I do taste the chocolate, but it's just not sweet at all.
No, it's not sweet.
If I had to choose one of the three, the Rugelach, the 7-layer, or the Raspberry Roll, I would pick the Raspberry Roll.
I would too, because at least it's pretty moist and you do get some flavor. It's just not very sweet.
Right. But honestly, I personally would not buy any of these anymore because I would rather, if somebody's coming to my house for a Passover dinner or whatever, I would want them to have something sweeter than this for dessert. So I think the quality's there and I think the potential's there if Molly would just add more sugar.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.